loyalizer setting to 510%.
Now I'm starting to sense something. It's a bit much.
Ah, yes, I knew the pain would penetrate your spirited facade.
No, not the pain. The crab witch odor. A little of that goes a long way. Breathing through your mouth, this contraption's actually kind of soothing.
Set to maximum loyalization. 110%. What happened? Why'd the thing stop?
Your machine tried to break me. I broke it instead.
That's impossible. It was supposed to kill your impulse control. Gnawing appetite.
That's exactly how I feel. Have a Sprat Crisp, Red Cloak. I help.
What are you doing?
How did you do it, Red Cloak? This realizer's greens galvanizers. Its temptation intensifies.
You cannot tempt someone who already has everything.
A squared plus b squared equals mass times acceleration equals force equals 2 minus 2 minus 2 plus 2.
It's the Order. They've come to take Red Cloak and me away. And right on time. Hey, you folks want some Sprat Crisps?
You've arrived early, exemplars. You're not supposed to pick up Red Cloak until next Tuesday.
We come at the predicted hour, not a moment too soon by the look of things, to recover Red Cloak, unspoiled by your meddling, per our monetary agreement with Auntie herself.
Hey, your spy Dunning here. I'm the one who lured Red Cloak to Auntie's clutches and brokered this deal. It's a real win-win. Big payday for Auntie's choice, while the Order gets to study Red Cloak. See the effects of abundance on a human brain unaddled by want or overthinking.
The deal is off. Red Cloak's resistance to the loyalizer has proven the emptiness of our society. We consumerists wish to be her neighbors in the Protectorate, if you will have us.
Gladly. I welcome you on behalf of the Sovereign. Zealous new neighbors in Auntie's choice, raise your arms against these Order traitors.
You cannot turn on us. It defies all logic. Equations save us. A squared plus b squared equals mass times acceleration equals force equals 2 minus 2 minus 2 plus 2.
Oh, no. No, no, no. I will not let you drag me back to Eden, Red Cloak. Any of your new anti... pals makes a move, you get it right between the eyes.
And so Red Cloak finds herself staring down a gun barrel brandished by her traitorous former partner, who finds himself staring down the barrels of Red Cloak's new corporate allies.
Everything, literally everything I own is underwater.
Expected in the finale episode of I, Red Cloak. It's obligatory listening wireless entertainment.
I find myself asking,
Outsider.
what would Red Cloak do?
Ah, the itinerant stranger returns.
Of course. Now,
Our
listen
enemies
to
envy
this.
our prosperity.
That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Sincerest thanks. Now, we had what you outsiders call a deal. I promised you a means past the bridge and a way inside the Vox Relay. There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox Relay's main gate. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. The official title is Personal Plasma Thrusters, I suppose. No, but we have an outpost up at Spire Grove. Requires a lot of cliff work. They likely have a prototype there. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It saved many lives. The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the
Why, isn't it obvious? As vigilant, I was his commander, and without my guidance, he was lost. All manner of chaos seems to be the order of the day at the station. Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual, well, that's just one more depravity Antes has wrought upon us. Marshal Corbin, as with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay, conscript him with the writ, and this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can, to check in on my people and see how they fare. Oh, I don't doubt your abilities, but the prospects remain exceedingly poor. The facility is exceptionally well guarded, and forces there are the pinnacle of protectorate training. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives to administer my sentence. Any chances of me avoiding my fate are quite slim, I fear. Farewell now. Sabotage and/or manipulative indoctrination.
The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
When we are small, the Sovereign's plan is meant for us all. But when your limb gets caught in a gear, don't collapse.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our
Stranger.
houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gets us...
The wireless said that flooding Westport...
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to.
I hear correctly that you brought us automech parts? Why, thank you kindly, outside.
our prosperity, disdain our sense of community.
Here's a song
They
for you to
sneer.
enjoy while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
I hear correctly that you brought us automech parts? Why, thank you kindly, outsider. No, friend.
It is birds out for the beggars and those who are not. Ideas are dangerous and can break you and take you away from the role that you play. Everything is grand in paradise. It's safe inside the moment, but the blue as the longings are dangerous and can wreck you and distract you from all your duties with let the kids take and lead you it is better for the bastards or else it's a waste. Everything is grand it's safe inside the moment. What is it? It's safe inside the moment. What to do as you're watching and guiding system abiding, do not look gliding away. We're never hiding, they stay providing, do as you're told and obey. Working and fighting, faithfully striding, do not go gliding away. What's all dividing, so they stay deciding, just do as you're told and obey.
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. All know well how our scientific progress vastly outstrips that of our closest rivals, and multiple life-embettering discoveries occur each day. To wit, top Protectorate scientists are eagerly researching whether Zeranium gas, once presumed simply lethally dangerous, holds some measure of positive benefit. They theorize that regular exposure may, in point of fact, gird the body's humors against dangersome environments. Zero degree. Expect specifics soon. Research is ongoing, which is why today we've increased the plume count of this salubrious effluent in and around the Automech Repair Center. Surely this experiment will one day yield healthful results.
Next up,
another song in an expertly curated playlist picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's Chosen. A small sampling of Protectorate Abundance.
Neither migraines, nor muscle aches, nor plasma weapon cauterizations will stay thee from thine tasks. When duty calls, call on Matriarch's own Mercy Oxymorphone. It's the pain subjugator.
Intriguing, engagingly described. What's up next? Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind moving on the perfection of Protectorate Society.
Here at the end of it all, it was worth it. No hesitation, no indecision. Taking my final breath in the name of it. My sacrifice for the matriarch's vision. Embracing mortality tests my morality. Sure, the paradigm's planned without cause.
I see you have not brought my cousin to heal. Have you at least seen about Ida? Do hurry. I might remind you that I am on increasingly borrowed time.
And when I soon slip away, I'll be peaceful. Thoughts of my neighbors sing at home grinning. They will remember how I reported them tirelessly through to my last days and from the beginning. Knowing my heart, my brain, and consistency, serve the paradigm's plan without force. It's an honor and a gift, what I'd wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause. Finally, I fulfilled my purpose in life.
Son of a bitch, don't get any closer to it.
Blown up by a mind.
Void-brained idiot, put down the bottle and stop doing stupid shit. Get away from there.
Quit your worrying. Ain't nothing gonna happen.
Cubed, irradiated, blunt force trauma, decapitated. The list of life-giving opportunities goes on and on. Oh, nearly forgot. Eaten by enemy Raptidon. And my heart, it beats till it slows. But I know every breath and every smile, every step in every mile, contributed to something beautiful. The paradigm as a whole. It's an honor and a gift. What I wish for all who live. It's a privilege to die for the cause.
Gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Everyone's neighbor Prudence here with some authentic talk. Eden's abundance can make subjects soft. Law knows my edges have rounded a smidge over the years.
Ha! Yes! What a relatable thing you just said, Prudence. We all wish our physiques were as perfect as our system.
Our pursuit of perfection must extend below the neck, Subaltern Prescott. We need a responsible regimen to stay in fighting shape.
Good thing we all follow the robustness routine of the Eden League. Exercise program of the Pitchball Pros. It's like mental refreshment for the muscles. Mandatory.
No, Jackson, don't!
Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly!
Hal? Are you breathing? Say something!
You're at the 90/40th line. Almost halfway done. Take a breath. And
I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall?
Next up, music to invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace, with a true adherence zeal.
Tragically, yes. If you gaze beneath us, you'll find a slew of blood and gore in the gears of this platform's articulating arm. That's Ida. She jumped there as we ascended. I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize. No, wait! Please! You can't just leave us up here to die! The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our 2 former cohorts.
Exactly! Because he had no idea how science works and thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So when I told him to jump, he opted for open air instead of where I told him to go. They're experimental. We'd not laid eyes on them before, but the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they can give you a fair bit of extra boost. It should let you turn a quick hop into a surprisingly grand vault.
Thank the Sovereign... thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life utterly absent of starvation.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Prudence dictates the most vigilant defense is a virile offense.
Say, isn't that the team motto of the Protectors of Piety?
Can't get a pitchball reference past you, Subaltern Prescott. We can learn from organized athletics. Our enemies are always gunning for our Saturday goal.
What can I do? I'm just a pipsqueak enthusiast, not a muscled atlas. A hydration specialist at best. Unfit for the field, but eager to rise from the side boundaries if called.
Then you are the perfect Protectorate subject, Prescott. What you lack in strength, you make up for in zeal and a willingness to give all for your home team. Regardless of their system-assigned role, all subjects must be ready to rise to the occasion, come to our defense, to serve as goalie, tender, or, should all else fail, winger. Now, on to other matters. More music to aid in your earnest rumination of portentous societal responsibilities.
Pathecium rutanulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
That's it? It was that easy?
The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
I agree with Liza. I'm inclined to keep a few paces from farming equipment from now on. Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts intact. I perhaps ain't as awash in currency as I'd prefer, so you can have my helmet as well. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest, but to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
Compares to mystery known. Such opportunity for those who would own. Perishing selves sleep without complaint or groan. For Arcadia, our nation's strongest soul. Gloria, Arcadia, our colony, our home. Such comfortable plenty for each of us to own. Gloria, Arcadia, never be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home. Defeat duplicity.
edible comestibles. Ceaseless service stokes a hearty appetite. Sustain that zeal with the perfectly perfunctory meal. Moderation mini rolls. Modestly flavorful, yet free of additive toxins. There's a wholesome banquet in every bite. Moderation mini rolls. Filling.
Yeah, been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news.
Let's continue.
Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? Yeah, I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion. This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable? If I only had something, anything else to provide management, my sad, sorry fate might have been somehow averted. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
Tossball leagues this season.
Bumbling along, even if we've got nothing to say. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. We fought and were we free. That's one melody. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. We want to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed. We fought and were we free. That's one melody. We're off to be refreshed, so mentally refreshed.
Abundant entertainment delivered with acceptably reassuring vocal inflection. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless.
Remember, collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together. Now, on to other matters. Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy. A Protectorate prescribed favorite.
Every day I am giving all myself in his name. I know this to be true. He cares for you. Soft deserves all the love. Every day he's uplifting, keeping us safe and carefree. I know this is the case. Give him your grace. Sovereign deserves all.
We're closed.
Love him because
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you? By the architect, I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying. The anguish she always seemed to battle with, I fear it may have finally overwhelmed her. And could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things, for some reason she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That and the invasion itself set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse. We became friends when she saved me. I'd said something without thinking. Must have been distracted. We all know to watch every last word we say. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter, and she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could. We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, even when it became illegal to even mention their name. Which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them, even as she was deep into scheming with Victor and the others. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confusing. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it. It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar ways. I felt her words to be freeing, at first. But slowly, I began to feel unmoored, doubting everything I ever knew. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question whether her truth was just more of her penchant to sow chaos, no matter who may be caught in her schemes. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all. Others, I can't help but miss her. Even with everything. I did try to, once, after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. They seemed to let anyone in there. Some boisterous fellow even tried to recruit me. Now that I know what I do, I no longer consider myself such. I mean, I even broke into her safe. Well, not so much broke in. She used the same code for everything. 15-778. She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. Just a religion driven by algorithms, maths, predictions of the future. They believe they will eventually solve the universal equation and know everything, rid humanity of uncertainty.
Tries its best to invade us. Our champions will cleanse the streets.
No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to safeguard the colony. And they had to answer the accusations the Order leveled at them. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her.
There is never a doubt. Sending the sentinels for us all.
That's all I can ask.
In the sentinels for us all.
Protectorate-sanctioned wireless presents I, Redcloak, the reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who roots out the rot of dangerous thought. I, Redcloak. Her sentinel senses ever keen, the eyes of the Sovereign, watching you, your neighbor. Your household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm. Previously on I, Redcloak, our hero courageously withstood the materialistic temptations and nauseating ravage stench of Auntie's barbaric brand loyalizer mission. Just as Redcloak was inspiring her corporate captors to abandon their consumerist addictions, the traitorous forces of the Order arrived to take custody of her, aided by her turncoat former Sentinel partner, Dunning. Now Auntie's Choice and the Order are in a standoff, weapons leveled at each other, with fearless Redcloak betwixt them. Thrilled to her inspiring...
I see you have not brought my cousin to heal. Have you at least seen about Ida? What? How do you know this? Keen as I am to entertain this, am I expected to take traitors and corporatists at their word? If there is one that may yet be obtained, yes. I would find it most informative. Go on now.
To encourage your compliance in our deal by 22%.
Suddenly, consumerism isn't so appealing. Redcloak's inspiring resistance to our brand loyalizer has demonstrated the failings of our morally bankrupt society.
Impossible. But we predicted with 47% certainty that this, in your vernacular, was a done deal. Force plus mass equals squared.
It appears that your math is faulty. Clearly a failing of your grand plan. These events are all according to the paradigm.
Do not attempt to vex us with appealing and irrefutable statements, Redcloak.
Unburden yourself of vexation, Dunning. It is never too late to return to the Protectorate, where all needs are met, where the Sovereign in his benevolence cares for all.
Lies! I am too far indoctrinated into the chaos of the Order and their grand plan.
Not true. Return with me for mental refreshment. Your family must come too, just to be thorough. We will cure you of these confused thoughts, your wanton overthinking.
I shall never return to the Protectorate.
Once again, you fell your former companion in one well-nourished punch. Huzzah, I say.
Red Cloak, you have undermined our carefully calculated predictions. A squared plus B